Alright, hello everyone and welcome to another video. First, I would like to say Happy New Year's to everyone out there. And as all of you know, the year has been very packed with a lot of cards and a lot of strategies. Innistrad has definitely been a very impactful double set for the meta and for the regular player, right? So with that being said, I would like to introduce a deck that is devoted to Innistrad. First, because, it's been mostly an Innistrad year, and, it's been a very good Innistrad year. And second, because it's my favorite set. With this deck, I'm featuring the best cards of Innistrad, at least in my opinion, and the most played cards of Innistrad. Now, if you think there's a card in mind that's very good in Innistrad, or maybe it's the best in Innistrad, and you don't see it on the list here, I know there are some very good cards in red, for example, but playing 5 colors was just a nightmare, right? So if you don't see your favorite color or your favorite card, I apologize, but let's get right into it, right? Alright, so in my opinion, best cards or most used cards in Innistrad, and this is devoted to the end of the year and to those sets. So this is an Innistrad exclusive deck, right? Only Innistrad cards, except for the lands or the pathways, let's say, but only Innistrad exclusive cards. Let's go ahead and start. We have Consider, Fading Hope. In my opinion, Fading Hope has been very impactful, and everyone knows that. Dread Fugue. It's one of the best black cards in Innistrad, in my opinion. Syncopate is very good. Fateful Absence, you see it used everywhere. Fierce Retribution, you don't see it really used that much, but I do think it deserves to be on this list as a removal card in the Innistrad sets. The card is very good. You don't usually cast it for its cleave, you just surprise your opponent because no one expects it, which is what makes this card very good. So I've included only one, and for the sake of this deck specifically, we needed a little more removal, so I think this was perfect. Malevolent Hermit definitely had its spotlight, definitely had its time. Very good card. You can utilize it. You can do a lot with this card. Mostly a sideboard card, but a one-off would not hurt at all. You can block with it for all that matters. Infernal Grasp, the most seen / played removal of the past year, right? This card. You're a 2-mana card. Losing 2 life sucks, but you can't wish for a Heartless Act, right? It's gone. So this is its replacement, and it's the most used. Faithful Mending is a very good recycle card, and a lot of decks, when Innistrad first came out, used this card, especially the Azorius control decks. They use this card because it's so good. You gain life, you recycle your hand, you're playing against control, you get rid of your removal cards. You're playing against, aggro, you get rid of your control cards, and so on. Meat Hook Massacre, the most used and the most seen. This card made a lot of decks happen, and this is the most seen and used board wipe in the past year. So we have to include that. 4 of is a must as well. Brutal Cathar, this card changed a lot of decks also. Mainly white, which is the best deck of last year. This card is amazing, and it deserves a spot in this list for sure. Graveyard Trespasser, very good card, has been seen and played by a lot of Rakdos players and a lot of players that run a lot of different decks. I think the card is amazing, especially the discard clause here. And yeah, I think it's good nonetheless. I think it deserves a spot over here too, especially being a black card. There aren't a lot of black cards that are good, so I think this is one of the best ones that have been introduced to the Innistrad set. The Celestis, everyone uses that, even in 2-colored decks. If it's control, you use the Celestis. The night and day cycle is amazing. The ability to gain 1 life can really help sometimes if you're grinding. Plus it cycles your hand. The card is just nuts, right? The card is very good. Memory Deluge, the first card that's been the first card that got used out of the Innistrad sets. Innistrad Midnight Hunt came out, and everyone was looking at this. Everyone started crafting around this. It's a control card, right? I mean, not necessarily. I mean, I've built a deck where I've used this as my top end just to refuel my aggroness. But yeah, this card is amazing. As soon as it came out, everyone is using it, and everyone uses it till this day. You know, it still sees a lot of play here. Sorin the Merciless is also an Innistrad card, that a Crimson Vow card that when it first got introduced, nobody really wanted to play around it a little. Nobody really wanted to try it out. But once they saw it being played, a lot of people started to include this card in their deck. It's mainly, you know, mono black control. I think the card is one of the best black cards also. And we have Teferi, who slows the sunset. Impactful. It made a huge appearance here, and definitely a lot of people still use it to this day. And one of the more annoying ones is Edgar, Charmed Groom. This card is very annoying to play against. Let's be honest, this card is probably like top 3 of the most annoying cards to play against, in my opinion, and the top 2 are being Fading Hope and Divide by Zero, right? Very annoying, but very effective. This card can keep you alive. This card is an endless cycle. So it's seen play. It's been seen in a lot of decks. It definitely made Blood on the Snow Orzhov win like a tournament, I believe, this card. So it has to be here. By invitation only is not really a card that's seen play, or that's seen a lot of play, or that it's a good card. But I just needed an extra board wipe, and I think this pays a good tribute to Innistrad. It's a board wipe from Innistrad, so might as well play it. Lear, Disciple of the Drowned, the best card in Midnight Hunt, by far. The best card and the most played card in the, Innistrad, at least Midnight Hunt, right? Renin 7, like probably the second most played card after Lear here. When it comes to Midnight Hunt, Renin 7 kind of fell off a little once Fading Hope started, to get played a lot. Because, I mean, Fading Hope is just the bane of Renin 7, right? And, but yeah, the card is very popular. I like the card. I'm a Planeswalker guy, so I love Planeswalkers. Have to get the card in here. And this color is what makes our 4th color. We basically just splashed for green here. Averbrook Caretaker is another very impactful card from Crimson Vow, and possibly like the best green card from both of the Innistrad sets after Renin 7. So Renin 7 first, Averbrook second, right? I think I wouldn't really include a lot of the other favorites like Storm the Festival or anything like that, because it just doesn't synergize with this deck very well. But, Storm the Festival definitely gets a shout out. I think Averbrook is very good, and it's very underlooked, but when people started playing it, they started to see the real value of it. Once this resolves, very hard to get rid of, right? And then Hullbreaker Horror. Everybody's horror. Literally, everybody's nightmare. And the best card in Crimson Vow. The best card in Midnight Hunt is Lear. The best card in Crimson Vow has to be Hullbreaker Horror. There is no debate. As much as you might hate these cards, I'm not a meta player myself, although I've definitely played these cards, and everyone should have these cards. These are craftable cards. I mean, these are first on the list, right? So yeah, this finishes up the deck for us. It's a 4-color deck, splash for green, only for 2 cards, because green doesn't really have good cards in the Innistrad set. I mean, you can run Werewolves. Ulvenwald Oddity is definitely gonna get a shout out from me. I love that card, but I just can't run it into this deck, right? A lot of cards are good. I'm not saying these are extremely the best, except for these 2. A lot of cards are good, but I just can't run all of them in this deck, right? I need to make something that's playable. So this deck is very playable. It's mid-range to the core, and it's very fun, especially the fact that Brutal Cathar and Graveyard Trespasser are here. It's a very fun deck. I actually kind of ramped up with it, and this video also is pre-recorded, so I'm recording this video before New Year's, but it's going to be published the day after. But I just wanted to say Happy New Year's, and I wanted to devote a video to Innistrad because it's my favorite planes, and it's been a year, right? It's definitely been a year. So yeah, Happy New Year's, everyone. I hope you enjoy the gameplay, and also if you are enjoying the ride here, on this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It'll help me out a lot, and do something small, like hit a like button or something, or a small comment. Any sort of interaction between me and you will be greatly appreciated. I reply to everyone. I interact with everyone. I don't care who you are, what you are. We're just having fun here, and I'm just here to make fun decks playable and actually just play something for a change. Our mana base, our mana base is running a single copy of each pathway and each dual land that runs green, and one green basic, just the basics here. So if you enjoyed the gameplay, if you enjoy the deck list, if you like what I've been doing, there's a lot coming this year, that's for sure. I'm going to be covering almost everything, and I jump from alchemy to best of 1 standard to best of 3 alchemy to best of 3 standard. Might include some historic, although I don't have a lot of cards in historic, so we'll see what happens. But this year, this upcoming year, a lot is going to happen, and if you're willing to stick around for the ride, I know the intro is super long, but if you're willing to stick around for the ride, I'd greatly appreciate it. And yeah, let's do it together, right? So enjoy the video, and I'll see you next time for another one. All right, bye. Okay, hand seems okay, I guess. I mean, not really, but I don't want to take the mulligan, to be honest. I don't want to lose a card already. Zombies. I'm gonna drop the hull breaker here, I think. Yeah, we need our answers. Sure. Well, yeah, I'll drop the syncopate. He's running snow, so probably blood on the snow as well. And the hull breaker horror has to be. Or syncopate. Well, I can't keep the horror. It's a very dead card. Yeah, it's an awful card when you start with it. And I just run 1 copy. I mean, I don't understand how unlucky that is. 1 copy. I see it in my hand. That's crazy. So we need a land so bad. I need to kill the champion here. So I think, yeah, we have to get the Celestis down. We have to. This is definitely a Celestis turn. Let's see what we can do. We can play each and every card in our hand comfortably, which is good, but I'm just worried that we might be a little late. Like, just a little. Life gain isn't that bad. Meat Hook Massacre. Sure. Okay. Not a very big champion here. Should be good. I think we go with Edgar here. And I don't get how we're not drawing lands. I have 25. You can kill the Edgar, but it's okay. Yeah, kills the Edgar. Sure. And we need to kill that champion. Edgar makes blockers. We can kill 2 things here, so I think I'm just going to pass. Yeah, we take the draw here. Land is good. We ditch Syncopate. Syncopate, be gone. We can kill 2 things. Dungeon Crawler, sure. Sure. Kill the champion and the adversary here. Yeah. Yes. Sure. So 1 for you. I lose 3 life each copy, by the way. Thanks to 1 for you. We can gain the life back, it's not a problem. Is it not a problem? Seems kind of scary, but yeah, we can gain the life with the Trespasser as well, which is good. I think I run out the Hermit and the Trespasser here, but Hermit does me no good here, so... But it has to be the Trespasser here. I think I'll wait on the Memory Deluge here. So yeah, let's lead with the Trespasser. Exile some creatures. Well, exile 2. Sounds very good. Gain some life. And yeah, I mean, what am I keeping mana open for? Get the Hermit down. We go to daytime. Let's gain some life as well. Or get it killed. It's fine. Sure. Yeah, I don't want another one of those. So we have all our colors here. We have Celestis to just have us play any card that we draw. Yeah, he kills the Hermit. Sure. I wonder why. 4, 5. I wonder why. Oh, that's just very desperate. Discard a card. Wow. Yeah, so that's pretty much game for us here. He's officially ran out. Yeah, this is very good for us here, so... Yeah, that's game. He knows. The lands are good. Can't ask for better. Slow hand, but I think Syncopate will put us ahead. Okay. Yes, it's getting a lot better, definitely. Do we run out the Trespasser here? Or the Brutal Cathar? I think I run out the Trespasser and use the Syncopate for something big like a Lolth or a Soren even. Or an Edgar. Edgar's fine. Oh, or none of those. Sure. That is okay. So, Brutal Cathar. It's his 4th turn though. Yeah, let's get the Brutal Cathar down. Get the Valkyrie. Go ahead and attack. Sure. The deck is interesting, but Luminarch Aspirant. So that means you have no removal, mister. Sure. Cathar is going to transform, by the way. Seems nice. Are we just going to win from these two? Dahlia. Dahlia is okay. Sure. Yeah. Let's go with Thalia. We're drawing too many lands now. Oh, I guess that's game. Okay. 3 lands. Good lands. Good hand overall. We can't play... Well, we can play white. Yeah, green can wait. So we can play blue. Sure. Play blue. Control. Mending can go away. Fading Hope can go away as well. Yeah, I think we take away the Fading Hope and oh, that was quick. If only that was on my turn 4, so I can play the Sworn, or my turn 3 to be exact. So the next turn I can play the Sworn. Yeah, that's a lot of, just so much lands. So much lands. Means absolutely crazy. Got black. We got 1 green. I'm gonna use the mending here. Test of talents on the mending, just to see what my hand is doing. And look at my deck. Okay. So we need 2 black. This one's black, green, black. Let's get the Sworn down. Planeswalkers are good when it's in a controlled deck, but you gotta know how to play them, or play against them. He's playing Esper, so yeah, Vanishing Verse, sure. Sure. Obviously no removal here. So what, counter spells? Seems like it. 2 black, 2 blue, need 2 white. We pass here. If he plays a walker here, we easily kill it. Sure. A lot of lands. We definitely keep the Faithful Absence here. He knows about it. Probably a Lear deck as well. I mean, who isn't playing Lear? He's thinking. I don't want him to know about the Ren here. If he plays a Duress, that's pretty bad too. Yeah, he plays that to get my Fateful Absence out. But what I do is just play that. Get it back to his hand. Yeah, I'll get it to Fairy. Sure. My turn. Play the Teferi. Let's look here. I think we get the Memory Deluge. Or maybe the Dread Fugue. I think the Dread Fugue is very, very nice here. Maybe we can start eating up his graveyard. We do need the draw. Drawing lands could be very devastating here. He can easily counter the Deluge or Test of Talents hit. So, I'd rather he counters the Dread Fugue. Okay. We play a white here. Yeah, we play a white here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure. No haul just yet. Sure. Crippling Fear. That's fine. That is fine. Okay. So we need a second green. Let's look at that hand. Oh yeah, we can't actually do that, but what we can do is this. Now we can do that.
The entire forest is an army.
I don't mind that at all, actually. Wonder what he drew here. Yeah, he gets the fairy down. Sure. Yeah. So I don't think let's take a look. Do we get the Hermit or the Trespasser? I think we get the Trespasser to stop him from drawing. And do we mill? Do we care? Yeah, I mean, you have to. Nice. Nice. Sure. So, what do? We play the Sanctum here. Let's take a big chunk. Right. Play the Trespasser here. Eat up his Memory Deluge. He gains life. Let's hold on to the Fateful Absence for one more turn at least. He's getting very close to the Hullbreaker here. He is actually at Hullbreaker level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he has 8. Shadow's Verdict. Shadow's Verdict. Sure. He can kill one of my walkers here. But if he threatens to do that, I play my Fierce Retribution. Sure.
Give me a moment.
No, he's at 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's all? Sure. It's pretty bad, right? I mean, that's just terrible. Out of what? So we have 5, like the top, what? The top 30 cards. We're only drawn like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 spells. Out of the top 35. Bad ratio. Tons of lands. I really don't know about 25 lands. Okay, so yeah, let's actually kill that.
This is hardly my worst defeat. Second here, second there.
We are wilting. Others can fight their own battles.
The tree folk is very good against divide by zero. But I think he might have drawn something good here. Let's see what he tries to target. Okay. Sure. You can return it to my hand and I can cast it again. Or you can divide by zero your own hive. Oh, no, you can't actually. So it's your typical control deck. But you can't kill the tree folk? Good game. That's funny. Okay. So. Good hand. Very controlly. Plus we have Meat Hook Massacre, so what could go wrong? Green. Green. Yeah, we played this tapped. Let's just see what he's playing. Green and white. Okay. Sure. So probably a lot of cheap spells, which is very good for the fugue here. So I think in this case, yeah, let's fugue. Three colors, huh? You don't have the third color yet. Quandrix Command. Guiding Voice. Or the Drake. I think we go safe and we take the Drake. Yeah, because we are going to bounce his creature anyway. So if he gets a land here. Yeah, he got a blue land. Sure. Sure. Do we take the damage? No, we don't. He's just done that, so we don't take the damage. Okay. Let's get that back there. Land. How good are the lands? We pretty much have nothing going on besides lands, and we have 4 lands already, so I think I'm gonna skip on the land here. we got one either way, so doesn't matter, I guess. Enough lands, please. Enough. I've had about enough of lands. We need to play here. We can't just wipe boards, play Lear, and then what? Okay, that's very bad. Fierce Retribution. Okay. Let's get white. I definitely pass here. I just fear that he has something to, you know, boost his creatures here. That's fine. 10 extent. Plays white. No protection, it seems like. Sure. He's learning again. Okay, teachings. I mean, we have to kill that, right? Now we can kill that as well, so that is pretty good. Or we can just cast the Leer. Does he have removal for the Leer? Oh, yes he does. So, okay. Let him invest. Drawing 2 here back to back is very helpful. Let's see what he can do here. I mean, this has to go through. Doesn't seem like it is. Pretty sure he has like snakeskin veil or something. This counters my meat hook, by the way. Returns that to hand. Sure. So he can play that, but he can't cast Blizzard Brawl here, so I think we go for the Leer here. Unless he draws a green. Yeah, I think it's Leer time here. We can get the Brawl out of his hand with Dread Fugue next turn. Yeah, he drew that. That's pretty bad. That's very bad. Yep, he draws a card. Land is very good here, so we go ahead with the Dread Fugue. You can't cleave it, by the way. 2 Blizzard Brawls. So we'll take 1. Get rid of 1. 1, 2, 1, 2. And we meet Hook Massacre. Yes, yes. He can, it's very rough for him. Sure, Sentinel. He wants to draw. That's no draw. Good game. Let's see what happens here. Probably gonna get rid of the Renin 7 here with the Faithful, but we'll see. Green again. You just lose to green on the play, right? You have to kill the sculptor. Do we go double blue? No, I think we go double black. Let's take the sculptor here. Just not have him ramp. Evolving Wilds. Not your typical green deck. Oh, that's a surprise. It's very surprising. We mend here. No lands, that's funny. We drop our green spells. What the hell is this list? Him discarding for the Fleeting Spirit is very good for us, because discard Narfi. Hello, list. I'd like to see what he's about. How does it come back without summoning sickness? That's crazy. This flipped actually. It's very good. I'm gonna take both of those. Oh, he plays the Narfi. Sure. We still have by invitation only, I mean. But I would like to kill the Narfi more than to play by invitation only. Okay, that's fine. Sure. Yeah, you can go ahead. You're gonna gain a lot of life anyway. I'll take that. I will take that. He can't cast the Narfi. So I think that's our best bet to bounce. He's going for the Haven again. We have first strike. We're not worried. Haven is at 5-4. But we can surprise him. Block the Haven. Okay. Snakeskin Veil? That's crazy. Sure. Let him discard. We bounce it. That's definitely a very interesting deck here. He has no good attacks. None. He knows it. I think we get the yeah, he can't play the Narfi here, so I think we get Lear down. But I'm actually gonna keep this back. I'm just gonna attack with the Glutton here. Gain some life, remove his cards. Sounds good to me. Oh, he blocks. What an interesting turn of event. Sure. Sure. So 1, 2, only 2. Oh yeah, that's 5, alright. We're both playing really off-meta decks here, which is fun. Can you kill the Lear? I wasn't worried because he already cast two brawls here. Yeah, that's game. Good game.